Hi there, happy Sunday to you all. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Usually I start at 7, but I was running a little bit late, so I'm just gonna check here, make sure there I am. So perfect. So I see myself on my phone too, because I always like to see who is listening. So I'm a little late here for my Sunday night free live animal communication readings. Usually I hop on right at 7, but I had a little detour today with starting at 7. But hey, I am here now. So happy to have you all. Hi, Tosh. Good to see you. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, and then I wanted to tell you guys, so since I've never done this before, but I'm like branching out to do some new stuff. So on Black Friday, which I can't believe is already this Friday coming up, is I have some specials that I'm going to do for Black Friday. So I'm going to do a Facebook Live about what those are, and then I'm also going to do a post with what the specials are for Black Friday, and then I have a cool thing that I'm going to announce that's something new doing this year that I haven't done. It's something like related to the new year, so I'll keep you in suspense about that. So and I'll announce that with my Black Friday special, with my little Black Friday specials that I'm gonna offer for people, because I figured that would be just a fun thing to do. So like I said, I'm gonna do a Facebook Live about it, and then I'll do an official post. I know tonight is football. I don't know like what time football happens on Sundays, but I know football is happening. I don't know. I don't really keep up to date with it that much. So if you have a question for a pet that is living or past, or you just have a question about animal communication, energy work with animals, anything like that, any animal related question, feel free to put that in the chat. So I see there's some more people coming on, and I want to show you something really cool that I found today that was so fun. So hey Patricia, so at Fred Meyer near me, where they have these holiday blankets on sale for $3.99. So I got my fur pups a new little blanket. It's for $3.99. So I'm excited to see. Let me open it up here with you guys right here. I should have got one for myself too, right? So see this, look at this. It's cute little I'm covering myself, but isn't that cute little unicorn blanket they have now? So that's gonna be nice for them. I thought that was so cute. So I might have to go back and buy a buy a couple more, depending on how they do with these, if they don't if they don't chew them up. So we'll see how that works. So there you go. So if you're in the Northwest and have a Fred Meyer near you, they might have those cool blankets. Okay. And I see I have a question here. And hi Trisha, good to see you, my friend. And then Tosh has a question here. So thank you for starting it off, Tosh. I appreciate that. He said Harper seems to have a sensitive spot on the back. I can't tell if it's painful or not. So it's so interesting. So as I tune into that with Harper, like I'm feeling my neck, and it's like it's not the neck, of course, on Harper, but sometimes I get like a little like kind of like knot on my neck, a little like kind of like tight spot. So what Harper's showing me is on that back there, it feels like kind of like a little misalignment, like there's a little tight spot there. So I would definitely keep an eye on that, like see how that's affecting Harper's movement. And if you notice that, like, okay, Harper's not really seeming to want to move around there a lot, or it seems really stiff, I would go get that checked out by your vet, because there's just something that's like a little like I just want to touch my neck, and it's when I go to get my chiropractic adjustment every week that I get that actually helps that to be better. So I don't know if in your area you're at, if you have a dog chiropractor that is out in your area. If you're in the Portland, Vancouver area, there's a really great, there's a couple people in the Beaverton area. There is a lady named Kalina, and then here in Vancouver, there is Cairo for Critters. So I don't remember what area you're in, Tosh, but I feel like you might be in the Pacific Northwest. But I just get that's that sensitive spot, due to like it's just something like that that's like kind of like tight that needs to be like put back, and so there you go. So that's what I feel with that, and sending lots of love to Harper with what's going on with that. And then also too, other than these, just let's see here. You said, I'm not aware of any pet chiropractors here, but I'll keep my out. Yeah, and see maybe if your vet might know of somebody, because it's more of a kind of a thing now. So I don't know where you're at, but let's see here. But yeah, so I just know people in the Pacific Northwest that do it, not in anywhere else. So so there is that. And then hello, Brenda. Good to see you, Brenda. And then I see Jonathan was here too. Good to see you here too, because I have my phone up. I like to see who's listening. So yeah, so sending lots of love Harper's way, Tosh. And then also too, so people know, other than just the regular animal communication sessions, I do energy healing with pets as well. And that's $75 for a 45-minute pet healing session, where part of it is the energy work, and then the other part is I let you know what I pick up on them from that time as well. So that's another thing that I offer people that I think a lot of people maybe don't know, that I do that as well. So just to let you know about that. So let's see here. We see there's some more people listening, but I just don't see who you all are, but that's okay. So yeah, so feel free to post any questions in the comments, or if you don't have any questions, feel free to just say hi. So there you go. So let's see here. I'll just give it a minute. I don't know if football is still going on right now. I know what's really exciting is I noticed today I have I don't have, hey, Michelle, I don't pay for cable, but I have this really cool electric antenna. And what's cool is I get the Ion channel. And what happened today is Christmas movies started up again. You know, those like romantic kind of Christmas type movies. And oh my goodness, I love all the Christmas movies, just any Christmas movie, the kids ones, the classic Christmas ones. I love Christmas time, and this time of year. It's so fun. I just love it. So there's that. So let's see here. So I have some questions coming in. I love that. Let's see here. So Brenda says, still believe my Milo is alive. So what I pick up on with that, Brenda, is it's like I feel like that Milo's energy is like, I feel like he is still in the presence, but his energy is like really fading, and his energy isn't as present. So if that makes sense. So really be on the lookout on that area where I know you said you had some possible sightings, and there was like a possible place that you think that Milo might be. So I would definitely not give up on that, and really, really keep an eye out there for sure. And then, oh, Michelle says, I just watched Home Alone 2. That's awesome, Michelle. I just saw the other day that there's like another, it's not Home Alone, but there's another like Home Alone type movie that's just coming out. It's like, I forget what it's called. It might be like, it's like an offshoot of Home Alone, which is pretty cool. And let's see here. Michelle says, I was wondering if there's a message from my birds uh, Bing and Melvin. So, it's really interesting. So I get an image of, like, I see that's really cool. Like, I see this, let's see here. I feel this, like, I see this bird cage, and I see like these ribbons, and they're tying like ribbons on top of this bird cage. And there's like flowers and ribbons and flowers and ribbons. They want you to remember, they want you to like be flowers and ribbons, and like keep flying. And they've always helped you to tidy things up. They're like your tidy out, lookout birds. They're your tidy out lookout birds, and they're your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful babies, is what I pick up on from them. Oh, they have such a cool presence. I love them. And then hi Lorraine, good to have you here. Yeah, so this is what I'm doing. And hey, Chelsea, long time no see. So I'm just doing some free live, little quick animal communication readings. So if you have a pet you'd like me to tune into, definitely feel free to post your question in the comments here. And hey, Kate, good to see you. And Michelle says, I saw that commercial for that movie. I can't remember the name either. Yeah, I can't remember either. I was like, oh, that looks interesting, but now I don't remember their name. But I'm sure it'll um it'll come back to me as soon as this video ends. I'll be like, oh, that was that movie. That's what that is. So let's see here. Um, and then Brenda says, yes, I'm still trying everything. I feel his energy is low from depression. Yeah, I definitely get that too, Brenda. Oh, sending so much love. Oh my goodness. So much love. And then let's see here. Hi, Danette, good to see you here. And let's see here. Patricia says, would you please connect with my beautiful horse Duchess on the other side? We love and 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 miss her. I think she visits here. Yeah, she shows me. And hi, Amy. She shows me that she runs through the clouds. Like, I run through, like, when it's early in the morning, and if there's like low lying clouds, it makes me think of like low fog. And as the morning starts to rise, and like in the evening, that I still come and check in, and I visit, and I visit, and I visit, and I visit. And that, like, I make, and that and that Cypress can feel her energy too. Cypress feels like this, is what she says. So that's what I get from that. And sending you so much love, because it doesn't matter like how long it's been since they passed. That energy and their presence is all still, very much with us, and very much a part of our lives. And so that's what I feel like with that. And then see here, Michelle says, it's called Home Sweet Home Alone. Yes, that's what it is. Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you. And you're so welcome, Brenda. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving as well, Brenda. And let's see here. And then I have Kate's question and Chelsea's. Thanks for bearing with me. I know I love doing this, Chelsea. It's so fun. This is like my favorite thing on about the week, coming on here with everybody on Sunday night. I just love it. So let's see here. Kate says, is it possible to connect with my horse Tango? Oh, and then Duchess says she sends you so much love, and that she's always your guiding, shining light. That's the other thing that came to me, Patricia. So let's see here. And Kate says, hi, Shauna. Is it possible to connect with my horse Tango? He passed nearly 3 years ago. I've been teary about him the last week. So what he's showing me is he's showing me it's let's see here. And hi, Darlene. He's showing me it's like this time of year. There's a lot that happened around this time of year with him. There's a significance about this time of year, like very significant about this time of year. He's like, it's very significant. And he's showing me that, like, as quickly as he like fell out of your life, like you can connect with that heart to heart connection with him as quickly as like his presence fell out of your life, that he's right there. And he showed me that the color is red that he's sending me. He says he sends you the color red. He says, I send you the color red, and you can feel me, like he's having me touch the back of my neck. You can feel me as I brush your neck, as like it's like you think it's wind, but it's really my energy that comes through and like, breezes through you. And you can feel my you can feel my presence there, is what I is what I picked up on there from that. So so I'm sending you so much love. Oh my goodness. So let's see here. And and Chelsea, oh my goodness, Chelsea. So Chelsea says, I love the message I'm getting. So Chelsea says, I would love to connect with Tiggy, my English Mastiff. So what's really interesting, what's so cool is the thing that I get from that with like your English Mastiff is like I see Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. You know how like Tigger is always happy, 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 joy, joy, joy. And the message I get from your baby Tiggy is like, yeah, I'm like a little Tigger and I'm your little trigger and I'm your Tigger, Tigger, trigger, trigger, like happy, happy, happy. And we're about joy, joy, joy. And we're like about happiness. And we don't, boom, like we don't let anybody like squash us down in any way. It's like, boom, we're happy. That's what we are. We like, if we're not happy, we just boom that out of ourselves and we bring happiness, and that's what we're all about is happy, 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 and joy, 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 because that's what it's all about. And he's like, boom, he's right there with you. I love it. He has great presence, and like I love English Mastiffs. You don't see them too much. They're just I love the big dogs. They're the best. So and Chelsea says yes. Yes, that is him. He is my protector. Oh, I love it. He's like, yep, I'm your happy little protector. He's like, yes, yes, yes. And then Kate says, beautiful. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Mwah. You guys are so welcome. So welcome. I just felt called to do that too. Whoever needs kisses blown, know that, kisses are always there. And then Chelsea says, they're so beautiful. Thank you, Shauna. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And then Patricia says, thank you. Duchess was so beautiful. I bet she's stunning. Now she's like, yes, she's like stunning as always. Like stunning, 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 like always stunning. And that's what it's always about, is being stunning and knowing like our beauty is so much more than meets the eye. Our beauty is so much more than meets the eye. It really is. So let's see here. So let's see here. Darlene says, I'm wondering if Millie would be okay if I brought her to Florida with me to live, either temporarily or question mark. My family needs me, but I don't want to go without her. So, what I pick up on from Millie is like, I just keep seeing, Ray in my head. She just keeps showing me Ray because she's like, well, wait. What about dad? What about dad? What about dad? Because she like loves you, but then she loves Ray. So she's like, wait, is he gonna come and help out in Florida too? Can he come and help out in Florida too? She says, she's like, can he come and help out Florida too? Because she's like, I don't know. She's like, she's just having me go like this. She's like a big kind of like I just like an X, but it's not an X. She's just like she says, I don't know. She says, she's like, I don't know. She said there'd be a lot of stuff that we would have to figure out. And and she says, just show her what would be different about there. And she says there'd definitely be some things that would have to be adjusted and looked at and figured out and talked about with her too, so she could see what that would be like. But yeah, so she says that's like there's a lot to think about is what she says. And so yeah, definitely I'd be happy to like dig more deeper into this with you. And she says follow your gut and your inner knowing with this, like whatever that is. And that you guys are such touchstones for each other, right? You and Millie. So just follow that gut, and any support you need with that, I'm really happy to help, because I know it's a lot right now with all of that. So sending so much love. So so much love. So let's see here. And then Michelle says, I remember when I was 6 years old and I had pneumonia and I was home for 2 weeks. Bang and Melvin would sing so beautifully to me. Oh, I love that. Yeah, because they almost make me think of Um, like Snow White. They're like your Snow White birds because they were showing me like a white ribbon with like blue and pink flowers, and that's what they show me, and that's what they're showing me is like they kind of like move the ribbon about, and it's right there with you. So, oh yeah, they're your beautiful, beautiful little babies, and their presence is still there. And still there with you. Like it's so beautiful. It's beautiful, right? That presence always exists. So let's see here. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So let's see. Darlene says, thank you. I'm lost not knowing what else is possible. Just know it's there, it's possible, and any support you need, my friend, you're most welcome. And I'm happy to help here. And this is a cool question here. Kate says, I have a weird general question. I make memorial jewelry for people with their pet or horse hair. That's so cool, Kate. I love that you do that because that is such an important thing. I actually have fur from my Luna, from my Leo, and my Linus from when they passed. I have pieces of their fur, and it means so much to me to have that. And I feel like when I hold that, I can feel that connection with them. It's very strong. So you said, do the pets and horses know that their owners are wearing a part of them? And if so, what do they think of it? So what I feel from that, what I get like the general consensus is yes, we feel that and we know that. And they're showing me like have me go like this with my hand as they feel that when it's touched, they feel it when it's touched. They can feel that presence. So they definitely know. And then they also feel your love when you're making it because it's like weaved with so much love from you. And I think that's so beautiful because memorial pieces and memorial jewelry, it's such an important thing, and it's just something to really be treasured, right? It's so important, the stuff that you're doing. So that's a great question, Kate, and I love the work you're doing, and hopefully that answers your question there. um let's see here, and Sky says hello. There any messages from any animal for me, please? My name is Hans, and it's under Skylight here, but it's under Hans. And you're so welcome, Hans. And that's really interesting. So Darlene, right when I read that, tune into the energy of Hans and see what guidance Hans can give you, because Hans is there guiding the path. I see like these like little like paper lanterns that he's helping to guide the path. So just be open to that light and see what messages, because I feel like he's helping you to light the way. So I just had because there's everything's synchronistic, and when I saw that right there with my name is Hans, there's something there. So you're watching in Central America. Okay, so I'm not just picking up like on a specific pet for you, but what I'm picking up on is I see a crow, and it's like the wisdom of the crows and their resourcefulness. Like they want you, like it's the crow collective to remember your resourcefulness and like all the resourcefulness that you have. And then deer is coming through too, to remember to be gentle and have that gentleness for yourself. That's really important, and that's not always easy to do, right? I know sometimes we can have a hard time with that. I know sometimes I struggle with that, so I know that can be hard. So that's the message I get from you there. And then Kate says, "Oh, I love that they feel my love as I make it. I'm always so respectful of the hair and fur I'm sent. I love that it keeps the connection strong. Thanks for answering." Oh, you're so welcome, Kate. Oh my goodness, you're so welcome. I'm happy to answer that for you. And I think that's beautiful that you do that. I think it's so amazing. Now I want to like check out, and hey, Katie, oh my goodness, good to see you, Katie. And I'd love to know what your website is to check that out. And I'm sure maybe people on here would like to know too. So feel free to post the link to that too, because I'm sure a lot of people, now that they hear that, listening now or listening to the replay, they might be interested to connect with you for that. So feel free to post that, and it's my pleasure to answer that. My pleasure. And you're so welcome, Hans, there. You're so welcome. And hey, Meg, good to see you. And let's see here. And hello, Katie, and hi to all your babies. Oh my goodness, all your beautiful horses, all your other beautiful critters too. Oh my goodness. And and Rigby, I'd have to say hi to Rigby. Rigby's like, hey, hi. So let's see here. And then Patricia says, oh, yes, I love my horsehair bracelet. That's so cool. I love that. Like, I love that. I think that's such a cool thing to make. And it's so, it's so important. And and that your love is weaved into that, Kate, is beautiful. So Michelle says, Snow White is my favorite Disney princess. I'd love to live in the forest with all the woodland creatures. Ah, yeah, right. Wouldn't that be amazing? I know that's my dream is I want to have property like at least like maybe like 1 to 5 acres and have like I want to have maybe like a horse or two and that would be so cool. And I want to have a Great Pyrenees dog. I love those. So yeah, so anyway, it's on my list. So there you go. I'm in manifestation creation mode for that. And then Katie says, I'm sure Rigby says hi too. Yes, laugh out loud. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love that boy, Rigby. Oh my goodness. So and let's see here. And Kate says, thanks, Shauna. The website is, I love this. I'm gonna is talesofadornment.com. So talesofadornment.com or Tales of Endorment horse and pet hair jewelry. I love that. That's so cool. I would love to know, Kate, it'd be so cool to connect with you to learn more about how you started that. I'd love to know, like maybe you could put here in the comments of what inspired you to start that. Like what inspired you to be in that course to start that for people? Was it a horse or a pet that you had that passed away that you kind of got that download to create that, or what was that came to you for that? I would love to know. And I'm sure everybody listening would love to know too, because and I don't know if they have curious minds like me, maybe they do. So and hey, Juliet, love from Santa Barbara, love back to Santa Barbara. Oh, so beautiful on the California coast down there. So pretty. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I actually grew up in Long Beach, California, is where I grew up. Good old Long Beach. So not really that close to Santa Barbara, because Santa Barbara is more kind of, if I remember right, kind of like, well, yeah, I don't remember where. It's not like I don't think would that be considered more central California, Santa Barbara, or kind of like it's past LA a little bit, but I don't remember how much. So I don't know. Not good with my California landmarks anymore, even though I grew up down there, right? It's like, wait a minute, what I don't remember. So yeah, my hair is super flat today. I washed it, but it's super flat. I was using my backup shampoo today, not like my regular good shampoo that I really love. And it's interesting. You can tell the difference with that, right? Like you can feel the difference. But there you go. That's just a little side note there. Yes, Julia, it says Central California. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Central California. And yes, I remember you from the JVP week. That was such a cool week, like such a cool training with him, such a great experience. Like, oh my gosh, I loved it so much. It was so cool. It was like one of my favorite weeks ever. It was so fun. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Katie says, my daughter Hayden wants to know if her pony Lila wants to get divorced from Noodle, another pony. Yes, we had an actual wedding. Yes, they had a veil and Carrot's cake. It was an ordeal. Oh my goodness, I love that. Like, I want to see pictures of that now, Katie. Yes, you said you'll send me a picture of the horse wedding. Yes, please do, because now I want to see. Like, oh my gosh. That sounds amazing. And what I get from that is, and they just like your daughter, how sweet. Like she has just the sweetest energy. is they said, no, 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 like we want to stay, like we're happy to stay. We don't want divorce. We want to stay together, and that they were happy to do that for your daughter, and that they love each other, and that they had fun with that. So they said that that was good, and they said they'll always play along with what your daughter like you're being creative with your daughter. They say they love that, and they said like that was so fun. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So yeah, so they love it. They're like, yes, yes, yes. They love it. They're like, yes, yes, yes. Lila and Noodle, they love it. They're like, yes, yes, yes. And they really love each other too. Like I feel like that Lila and Noodle, like they do actually really love each other. And oh, it's so sweet. Oh my goodness. And you are so welcome. Like, oh, so sweet. I love that. It's so cool. Like animals just, remind us to have fun. Like they just remind us to have fun. And I have to show you this, Katie, because I don't think you saw this when you first came on. So I think you have Fred Meyer where you're at. They have these like Christmas blankets on sale, and one of them that they're on sale for like $3.99. But check this out. It is a unicorn blanket. Like how cool is that, right? Like a unicorn blanket. It's like a new blanket for my fur babies. It was $3.99 at Fred Meyer. If anybody has a Fred Meyer, it's on sale. So I was like, I just had to get those. So there you go. Now I want to get one for myself. So maybe I'll have to go back and do that. So let's see here. And Kate says, I originally just made normal sterling silver jewelry. Then I had a friend who lost a mare in full, so wanted to do something special for her. Once I realized how much that original bracelet helped her with her grief, I thought it would be amazing to help others through the grief process. People always message me saying how special it is. I love making them for people. Best job, but some days hard to listen to the sad stories of loss. Yeah, right. It's such a hard thing, and but isn't it so rewarding to help people like through that grief, because that's one of the biggest gifts that we can give to them, and and just shine that light and love that the pets that passed, and that their presence is always there, and to be that light and to share that. That's like so beautiful that you took that and ran with that, Kate. Like that's, oh man, I think that's so beautiful. So yeah, so just weaving that love, like that's amazing. I love that so much. So see here, Juliet says, my dog, miniature schnauzer Johnny in heaven, comes to me in my dreams all the time. He's my hairy angel. Yes, right. They definitely do. Like I've had them come to me in dreams too. And sometimes they can come through other pets that are living, right? So you like connect with like the eyes of another pet, and you can feel like, and it doesn't have to necessarily be your pet, and you can feel that connection, and you can feel feel that with them, right? It's so beautiful. So yeah, that's definitely like they can come a lot in dreams. So I love that you're open to that, and that, Juliet. That's so beautiful. And then Kate says, love the blanket. Yeah, Fred Meyer, Kate, isn't it so cute? Like I might have to go back and thank you. I might have to go back and buy a couple more, because it's just, I love unicorns. I've loved unicorns like since I was a little girl. I've always loved unicorns. So there we go. Yeah, so they're fun. So hopefully my dogs like it as much as I do, right? So let's see here. Michelle says, I was on vacation last February, and there was a horse on the property that I named Pegasus. I love it. Can you tell me more about the connection I had with this horse? Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm happy to tune into that for you, Michelle. So what I get with that is it's like, I feel like that's like, I feel like there's like little stars, and it makes me think of, this is going to sound really interesting, but the cereal Lucky Charms. I just keep thinking of like the marshmallows and Lucky Charms, and it's well, look at that. Mojo wants to say hi. It's like the little marshmallows and Lucky Charms, and it's like the magic, and it's like I see there's like sparkles of magic that happened between you and this horse Pegasus. It was like a really strong connection, and there was like a really prolific connection is like a Pegasus wants me to use the word prolific, like it was prolific, and it was really strong and really powerful, and there was just that connection. It was just like here, it was like downloads that happened like through your whole essence and through your whole being that happened with Pegasus from you to you, like all of that. It was such a strong connection. So there was a lot of like connection and downloads and like a lot of mystic and magic, and that's what I pick up happened during that time. And like, oh my goodness, so beautiful. I love that. So beautiful. So yeah. So there's that, and I know there's like a little sometimes there's a little delay with the feed, so I'm going to give it a minute here. And then remember to if you're joining the broadcast now on Friday for Black Friday, I have some like Black Friday magic I'm going to like share with you, and then I have like a new thing that I'm going to offer for like to help you with through the with the coming of the new year, like a fun little thing. So related to like an animal of the year for you. So I'm gonna have that's like a little nugget to just kind of share. So you know how some people have like a word of the year they do. I'm gonna do an animal of the year, like what animal is helping you. So it's like an animal in nature. So I'm excited to so I'll share more about that because I'm on Black Friday. I'll do a video, and then I'll probably do like a post about it too. So I'm so excited. So let's see here. Another daughter heart. Let's see here. Juliet says you have such a beautiful, light, clear heart energy. Oh, thank you, Juliet. That means so much. Thank you so much, friend. And Katie says another daughter, Harper, wants to know if her mule Sparkle is happy. She's been very loud, braying a lot. So what I pick up on is from Sparkle is like yes, yes, yes. Like I'm really happy living here, and I'm bracing myself because it's like starting to get colder. So like I'm bracing myself for like the like the winter. I'm bracing myself for the winter, and like I want to be like this is like so weird, but I want to be like in the middle of like a little like hay maze where like there's like bales of hay around me to help keep me warm, like bales of hay to keep me warm. And like yeah, like I'm so happy, but like I've been loud because I'm like not brain, I'm like bearing for the cold weather. So it's like I just want to do this like woo, like you know I'm bracing up for that because it's like coming in strong, and it's it coming in strong. But yeah, something about like I'm being shown like a thing of like hay bales, which is so I know it sounds so weird, but like I like being with hay bales, like hay bales, like and that's why I yeah, and so and she's like don't she's like just keep she's like I want you to keep like a little light on for me. She's showing me like a little like light, and it makes me think of like the little like I don't know if they have these, but I know you have to be really careful with the like with certain kinds of light, you know, you got to really watch out for certain things. But like it's almost like the light that you have for like chickens, you know, like kind of like a little like warmer kind of incubator light. But I know you got to make sure you got to have the right kind of light and be careful that there's not like a yeah, oh yes, and that's exactly the other thing I was going to say too is so Michelle says Sparkle needs a unicorn blanket, and then Katie says, oh, I can do that. Maybe a thicker blanket too. Yeah, and Sparkle showed me like a thicker blanket, like kind of like makes me think of like a oh like a skirt like a thick like plaid skirt, like you know that like a Catholic scroll girl would wear like or a thick like plaid coat, like something with like thick oh wool, that's what it is, thank you, that's what it is. I was coming to me like wool, like something wool and like a little bit thicker, like a little bit thicker, like something a little bit thicker. So yeah, like a thicker blanket too, like, and that's why like the Sparkle is showing the hay bales because it's like okay, like more protection because it's like it's starting to get like a really cold a lot earlier this year. Like it's really a lot cold a lot earlier this year is what I pick up on from that. And then you said she has a cute neck cover too. She's like, oh yeah, she says she loves that. She's like, oh, my little neck warmer. She's like, oh, and she's like, oh, maybe I need like a little like warmer around my ear too. I don't know if they have like little warmers for their ears. So yeah, so let's see here. Let's see here. Cozy in a barn with hay bales is what Juliet says, and Katie says, great. She hasn't been herself since we dressed her as a mouse for a Halloween show. I was worried she was mad at us. She's like, she's like, I've gotten over that, but don't be making me a mouse again. She's like, make me more like, she says she wants to be more she would be more happy with being like Eeyore. So next time you want to dress me up, she says dress me up as Eeyore, and she says like it was just the Halloween show, like it was a lot. So she's like okay, but she's like I'm okay. Um, she's like I'm okay with that. She's like I got over it. She's like but next time have me be Eeyore. And then he says you said, does she want to be in the main barn or does she like the shed? So let me ask her so the main barn over here is what she's showing. Okay, main barn or shed? Which one do you want? Main barn or shed? Show me which one. Main barn or shed? She says, she's like, I don't know. She says, I don't know. She's like, ooh, let me try. She says, let me try the main barn. She says, let me try the main barn. She's like, let me give it a try. Because I'm asking her, okay, like the main barn is like my left is this hand right here. And then the shed is this one. I'm like, which one do you want? She's like this one. So the main barn. I know it's like kind of backwards how I did show that there, but she's like, yeah, the main barn. She's like, let me see the main barn. She's like, we could combine them both and let me try the main barn. And then see how I do in the main barn. And then because she's like that would be better. She's like that would be better. She's like it's closer. She's like that would be better. And you said she just moved by our house from her field. She seems restless. So yeah, so she's like showing me she's like more kind of like if the main barn is like kind of main more in between both of the house and the field. She's like wants more of that in between place. So if the barn is more of that in between place, she's like yeah. She's like that would be good. She says that would be good. She says that would be good. She's like yes. She's like yes. She's like let's try that. So okay, let's see here. Okay, last one. Does she want to live with Buck, her mule friend? And oh my gosh, she's having me like get up the thing. She says yes. She's having me like she's like yes, yes, yes. She says yes. She like actually like makes I'm not gonna do this, but she makes me like want to get out of my chair and like jump up. And I don't think I don't want to do that because I don't want to think my downstairs neighbor is home, so I don't want to like jump up. And she's like, yes. She's like, yes. Woo, 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 woo. And she's showing me, she's like, ooh, it she makes me think of the wedding with the pony. She's like, oh, she's like, yeah, my mule friend. There could be another wedding, she says. She's like, there could be another wedding. So she's like, that will help with the restlessness. And then you said the barn is today in between. Okay. So she says, yeah. And you said, haha, okay. She says, yes. She's like, much better. She says, much better. She's like, yes. And she's excited about being with her mule friend Buck. She's like, yes. And said, totally. Yeah. She's like, yay. So yeah, it'll be a party. And she says that'll be a lot better to be there with that. And let me see here. I'm going to jump back up here because I saw your question here too. And I love this. Patricia says, speaking of loud, Snowy is talking to Ned, making sound like she's trying to communicate What is she trying to say? So what is she trying to say? So she's like trying to say, what she's showing me is like, pay attention to me. I want to get up closer to you. I want to get up closer, like love, 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 like it's love times. And give me some of that thing that you're eating. Like give me a goodie, give me a goodie, give me a norse, not a morsel, a morsel of goodness. Give me a morsel of goodness. Give me a morsel of goodness. Give me a morsel of goodness is what Snowy's saying. And she's like also saying that like sometimes she's telling Ned to like, come on, let's go over here and do this. Like, come on. She's like, come on. She's like, not just go here. She's like, come on, come on. She's like, come on. She's like, pay attention to me. When you like when you're like when I'm talking, like pay attention to me. Like it's like she says, I'm really clear, like come on, she says, and she just had me like slap my thighs there. She's like "Duh, duh, 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 duh." She's like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And let's see here. Hi Natasha and hi Beverly, good to see you. And let's see here. And then Juliet says, let's see here. Patricia says, laugh out loud. She hates it when he's on his phone. Yeah, it's almost like she's like, pay attention to me. She doesn't like it when he's like, and she's like, and she's like, he can't see on there too. She's showing me like his like glasses and like he's trying to light things up to kind of see better on his phone. She's like, just pay attention to me instead. She's like, it's a lot better. She says it's a lot better to pay attention to me. She's like, pay attention to me. It's a lot better, a lot better, a lot better. She says, she's like, it's way, way better. She says, way, way better. And then let's see here. And see here. Juliet says, let's see here. And then Patricia says, yes, ha ha. Yes, it's just like, oh my gosh. She's like, that picture she's showing me, it's hilarious. So let's see here. And I hope you have a happy holiday too, Beverly. And let's see here. Juliet says, does Johnny have any messages? He helped me in dreams after a horrible divorce. Joe comes to me in dreams frequently. I feel him almost around me daily. So Johnny says that like that. So let's see here. Hopefully I'm reading that right here. So Johnny says the message that I have for you is like, I'm the open light box. So I'm being shown like a box that like when you need sparkles of light, oh, my box is right there. And it's like you open up my box and it makes me think of like something with like Disneyland. Like I see this like kind of white smoke with like gold sparkles and gold stars. And it's like, I'm your light and I open up and I like help you navigate through the clouds and through the darkness. I bring in light. So just call in my energy and my energy is right there and I'm right there and I'm right there and I'm right there. And the message is like that it's always within your heart to like I've always been your heart opener and I'm like and that's me. And I'd like have like a little like flash of like a little white thing that just flashed by me down here that I think you guys could see. And it's like just remember like I'm always like buzzing around and flashing around you. And if you see that like little sparkle of something or that energy of something, just know that that's my presence and that's my presence with you. And that's my presence and that's my presence. So that's what I get there for you, my friend. And it's interesting because I feel like I got it. Natasha says, Katie, you should ask why Zuko bit me. So it's interesting. So what I get with that, Natasha, is there's something about like Zuko says, you startled me in some way. There was a startle. So I was like, you startled me. So that's what there's something about a startle is what I get with that, Natasha there. And let's see here. Let's see here. And Juliet says, okay. Oh, thank you. I love that heart opener and sparkle light box. Yeah, you're so welcome. And it's so interesting because he never usually comes up here right now during this. So he just might want to say hi to everybody. Let's see if maybe I can. I always forget which way to move. See, he wants to say hi. Mojo. Mojo, see, look. See, he wants to say hi. Isn't he such a handsome boy? Look at that. Oh, you're such a handsome boy. You're going to say hi? Do you see yourself there? Hi, buddy. Where'd you go? You see yourself there? He's like, I don't know about that. So that's my sweet little Mojo. So yeah, he says hi back, Michelle. He's like, hello. So he's my sweet little boy. So let's see here. Oh, such a sweet boy. And then Belinda says, I would love a reading. So yeah, what I'm doing, Belinda, is animal communication reading. So if you have an animal that you want me to tune into, feel free to post your question. Yeah, if the animal's living or past, feel free to post your question there. And hey, Nancy, good to see you. Long time no see. Um, let's see here. Juliet says, what a beautiful kitty. I had a cat too that helped with the divorce. Yeah, oh, thank you. He says thank you, and I say thank you. And yeah, they help so much through that, right? Don't they? I know just it's just animals have such a tremendous ability to help us heal and to help us like navigate through things because they get things in a way sometimes sometimes as people we tend to kind of complicate things, right? And animals just they don't put that like extra complication stuff in there, right? They just really they get it on such a different level, so they're just so amazing here. And then let's see here. And Juliet says that silhouette is beautiful. Look at it. I know. I was just seeing that too. That is really cool, Juliet. Yeah, I love that. And then Natasha, yes. I remember you, Natasha. Now, hello. It's hi, Shauna from Coco. And I was wondering if he had any opinion on what his stall should look like for Christmas. So he says that. Oh my goodness, he's showing me. I love this. He showed me. He's like, I want it to be traditional. He's like, I want a traditional stall. He showed me like a wreath with like a little like a red kind of like velvety bow at the top. So a wreath with a red velvety bow at the top, and there's like little like gold sleigh bell kind of jingle bells around the wreath, and then it looks really like classic and traditional and like looks really crisp and looks really beautiful. And then it has like he says like the red and green the red bow on the green like evergreen wreath with like the gold sleigh bells like that are like the gold jingle bell balls. And I asked about silver and like, well, no, like I want some gold ones. I want some like gold kind of brassy jingle balls. Like maybe like one was silver too, but like I really want like the gold brassy ones and make it look really pretty and classic. Really pretty and classic is what I feel too. And like he's showing me like something like on the decorated on the front of the stall that makes me think of like some like wrapping paper that you put up there or something with like paper that has like green and it has like a Christmas tree or maybe like a wreath or something on it with a stocking or something that just looks really pretty there. So like my stall will stand out. So something with like a wrapping paper scene, like it's kind of like wrapped in perfection there in the front part of the stall where you like open the door is what Coco's showing me. I just love Coco. Oh my goodness, I love Coco. And Coco says we should take some really good like pictures like in the winter wonderland. Let's take some really good classic pictures in the winter wonderland and have like a really cool Christmas card and it has like a little wreath in the background. Yeah, it's like the wreath, the green evergreen wreath is the theme with Coco. So whatever you can find with that is what I'm really tuning into really strong with that. So there is that. So and Katie says, oh Coco, right? Coco. Oh my goodness. We gotta love Coco. Oh my goodness. Just love them. Oh my goodness. And it's so funny. My little Mojo is just hanging out back here. So let's see here. And Juliet says, thinking about what you said, you are so right on. The sparkle like Disney, you said. My kids and Johnny dog watch Disney videos on a little mermaid comforter on the floor. The dog was like another child. Thank you, Shauna, for bringing back the sparkling Love memories. Oh, you're so welcome, Juliet. You're so welcome. And it's interesting is and thank you for that like validation too. Like because I love hearing like that the stuff rang true, right? Because I want to be able to touch people's hearts and impact them. And I love to, and I love to be able to know that like I made an impact and I could bring that light to you and that love to you and share that. And yeah, and it's interesting because as I read your message here, like I kind of got like little like sparkles and tinges like in my neck where it just is like, when you hear something that really just is like, oh wow, okay, you can just really feel that. So that is beautiful. So thank you, Juliet there. And then Natasha says, "Oh, cool! I've totally had a red velvet bow, jingle bells, and a Christmas tree on his stall before." Yeah. So he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Woo, woo, woo." He's like, He's like, He's like, "We like it classic." He's like, "We like it classic." He's like, keep it classic." Is that it's really good for it to be classic, and we like it classic, and classic is good. So let's see here. Let's see here. And Katie says, "Tell Whitney we love her. Good night, everyone. Off to get the kids to bed." Yes, 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 yes. And then love back too. There, Whitney's like love back, love back. So I can feel that from Whitney, like love back, love back. And then good night to you, Katie. I'm so glad you could tune in, and I'm glad you could tune in too, Natasha. You guys are amazing, and so much love to all of you. I'm so glad that you all tuned in. Like it was so great to and hey, Alexis, good to see you. It was so great to connect with you all here. And then Katie says, "Me too. The kids loved it." Oh, good. I love it. Oh, like kids just bring so much like joy to the world, right? Because they're just like in the moment, right? And they just bring joy and fun, and they don't worry about what about being silly. Kids just have fun, and I love that. So it's so great. So yeah, I'm so glad you can all tune in, and I hope you all have a really great Thanksgiving, and that you can have treasured times with loved ones. That's so important. And remember, I'm going to do like a special for Black Friday. So I'm going to do a little video and announce that and do a post about it too, but it's not going to be till Black Friday. So I'm excited about that. And then I'm here every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for these free little mini live animal communication readings. So feel free to share with your friends. And then if you want like longer sessions, I do 60-minute sessions, 90-minute sessions, and then I do the animal energy work too. And I'll put the link to my website in here too if you want like a more in-depth reading. I'd love to help you with that. And then you're so welcome, Juliet. Thank you for tuning in. And then Juliet says, "Funny mules, horses, dogs, and cats." My daughter is now a mule packer. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's so many cool animals out there in the world. I love it. So anyway, so much love to you all. And I will see you again next week at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I hope you all have a great night. And bye for now, and much love. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for tuning in.